Hello, this is TechEd Kirsch. In this video, I'll show you how to make sure your PCB footprints get added to your PCB in OrCAD PCB Editor version 23 or higher. The problem you'll run into if you're working with older files is that the PCB footprints don't get placed on the PCB properly. If I were to open this layout board, right, and launch PCB Editor, let's say we're using OrCAD PCB Designer Professional, you're gonna get this outline, this PCB, these parts partially placed. I mean, they are placed, but there might be one part that's not properly placed, and you can't place it because you're getting errors like cannot load symbol, could not find Padstack, and so on and so forth. So in this video, I'll show you how to methodically, fix your Padstacks so that you can place your PCB footprint in your newer software. I'm using OrCAD 23.1. You can also be using OrCAD X. They're pretty much the same. All right, so let's get started. So here we've got this component X will not be placed. If you're not sure what this is, component X is, let's see, there's the reference designators, like a USB something, this one right here, okay? If I were to right click show footprint, it shows, but the pads will not be placed. So what's going on here? It's this Padstack, the S, R160, 140, M60, so on and so forth. Could not find a Padstack. What you want to do is open up the footprint, the PCB footprint, right? Like it's an old footprint. You go to File, Open, and yes. Now my PCB footprint, where is it? It's actually in my stored, what do you call it there? The cadence folder, SPP_2, share PCB _lib symbols, and here we've got the we're going to look for DRA files. These are drawing files that you use to modify the PCB footprint. The PCB footprint, I need to, let me see, what is this footprint called? Look at the information here in PCB Editor. It is called the FCI 10118.193, so on and so forth. So let's go back to PCB Editor. I can type in FCI and it gets pulled up. So I'm going to hit open. Let's modify each of these Padstacks that are relevant to the problem. Notice the error code is still here, so that's convenient. And we're looking for the SR160. So we'll go to Tools, Padstacks, Modify Design Padstacks. And where would that be? Here we have it in here, okay? The H_C50, I already fixed that to make it more like modern. What I need to do here is, here's the flow. I need to save the Padstack as its own file in the Padstacks folder, and then I may need to use dbDoctor to update the Padstack, okay? Anyway, let's minimize the options window. And the design workflow, we're going to close design workflow. Here I have my Padstack selected, click edit. Under edit, now I can modify my surface mount Padstack. This is the top view of the pad. This is the side view, cross-sectional view of the pad under design layers. The rectangular pad, I'm going to go ahead and just go to File, Save As. Then save this within my symbols folder. This is my default symbols folder. It says it already exists, so that lets me know I already may have a conversion problem. If it exists, that means it can be found. The problem now is probably this Padstack is too old. So hit yes for replacing it. Now let's pull up dbDoctor. PCB dbDoctor 2023. If you pull up dbDoctor in the PCB Editor interface, you're not going to get the full UI, okay? You want to type in dbDoctor from the start menu to get this, so you can input files and update them. Now let's look for our pad files. You scroll down in here, choose Padstack. Users, Cadence working directory, that's all fine and good. No, that's not the folder I want. Let's go to C, back into our Cadence, SPP_23, share PCB _lib, what else? There we go. And symbols. Now we need to look for the pad. I already forgot the name of the pad. Luckily, it's What? Oh, that's annoying. You mean I have to, okay, you know what? Let's put an S underscore. I know it starts with that. There we go. And you know what? Lo and behold, all the pads are already here. So I didn't even need to save the pad stack in the folder. What I'm going to do is convert each of these one by one. Hit open. Hit the ellipses for the output file. I'll use the same name on S underscore, choose the pad file type. And then we have S underscore, and then see that R114. Now I'm going in order instead of going straight to the 160 because I need to do them anyway. So I'm going to replace that, make sure it's updated. Check mark all of these and hit check. Then this, because I'm using 23.1 of the DB Doctor, it will update any 16.6 versions of any files, 17, any older versions of files to the 23.1 latest format. I hit check, that's good. Let's go ahead and do the next pad stack. So we're looking for pads again. I wish it would keep it in the default, I wish it would keep the extension, but anyway. We already did 114, let's go to 160. In fact, I'm going to copy this name. Open. Click the ellipses again, pad file. I want that 160. Do not work with default values. It's going to load the previous name and value that's in there. Don't trust it. Okay, hit check. DB Doctor completed for such and such file. Wonderful. Let's repeat. Rinse and repeat for the last few pad stacks. The pad, we're going to go into here. Ignore this. This isn't, no, don't trust it. All right. We did the 160. Now it's time for 190. I'm going to copy this name. Control C just to be safe in case I forget. And then go back into our pad. This is our output file. We go into the pad extension, delete this name, don't trust it, and then 190. Hit save. It will overwrite or choose to replace. Yes, and hit check. You want to hit that check. DB Doctor completed for C, cadence, so on and so forth. Wonderful. Now here's the thing. I don't remember if I did it for the previous pad stack or not. So, but we'll find out. Let's keep going. Ignore this. Delete that. We're looking for a S. Yes, R40. Open ellipses in the output file here. S underscore R40, excuse me. Hit save, replace. Yes, hit check. DB Doctor completed for this. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. I wonder if there are any other pad stacks to be concerned about. Maybe this T underscore L5090, just to be safe. Let's modify that. I don't need this pad stack editor anymore. I'm going to just exit this. This TL5090, let's go back into DB Doctor. Then open ellipses, pad, look for the pad file. I'm in the cadence working directory again. No, let's, so annoying. Let's go to symbols. Wait, oh, share. Pretty sure it's under, C, cadence, SPP underscore, blah, 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 share, PCB, PCB lib, symbols. Okay, now I'm looking for my T underscore L50 pad stack. I'm gonna click on that, hit open. And then I'm back in the same folder, thank goodness. Hit pad, then we have the T underscore L50. All right, there we go. Hit save. Do I replace it? Yes. Update all DRC, backup. All right, hit check and close. And there we go. I think that's everything. Just to be safe, I'm going to redo this SR190 again. That's S underscore 190. So we got DB Doctor. Why do I keep closing it? I'm going to hit the ellipses, pad, file. It always defaults back to the cadence working directory. So somehow I need to figure out how to change that. Share, PCB underscore lib. And hey, if this is boring, this is this is PCB design with OrCAD pretty much. So you need to be able to debug these things if you don't want to wait an entire 24-hour or 48-hour wait period. Talking to tech support at your job. Okay, so SR190. Yeah, this stuff I had to learn through trial and error, which is absolutely annoying. And you know, I'm doing this to save you time and headaches and punching holes in the wall. So let's S_R190 save. We'll replace it. Yes. Check mark all of your options. Hit check, close, and there you go. Okay, so we'll right click, choose done. Let's hit save. Not sure, so I don't know if I trust the existing Padstacks here. What I'm going to do is go to Tools, Padstack, Modify Design Padstack. I'm going to replace the definition. Let me see here. See, I'm gonna see. I don't know. You know what? Let's work with it. The thing about PCB editor or an OrCAD ecosystem is that all of the files are modular. So this instant of the Padstack, really, I should be able to. It should be pulling from the latest Padstack. You know what I'm saying? So if I want to be really safe, I could go to Padstack, choose the Padstack, choose old. As that Padstack, and then the new Padstack, I can choose the exact same Padstack. Okay, hit tab, paste that, hit tab. Then, see, now it's got two different Padstacks names. Let's see which version each one was made in. Does it show the version? Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. You know what? I'm gonna go with God and trust this. So let's go to File, Save As. I'll overwrite itself. Let's go back to our recent design, this project, and attempt to place the device. X1, scale value has been rounded off. Okay, no errors upon check. So I place it and voila, done. Yo, I'm the GOAT, like, let's, okay, so thanks so much for watching this video. This is how you update your PCB footprints. If you have a Padstack error, it says, PCB editor says, oh, the Padstack is missing. But in actuality, if the Padstack is there, that means you have a conversion problem. The Padstack is too old and you need to update it to PCB editor using your DB Doctor tool. Thank goodness for DB Doctor. Thanks so much for watching this video. Now you don't have to do redo a bunch of work at your job. I'm here to save you time, money, and face at your job and your reputation. All right. Thanks so much for watching again. I will see you in the next video. Until next time, stay awesome.